I will be recording all of Father Sean Sheridan's homilies while on this pilgrimage. He is the president of Franciscan University, and you'll be treated to his homilies each day.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, Lord.
Herod the Tetrarch heard about all that was happening, and he was greatly perplexed, because some were saying, John has been raised from the dead. Others were saying, Elijah has appeared. Still others, one of the ancient prophets has arisen. But Herod said, John I beheaded. Who then is this about whom I hear such things? And he kept trying to see the gospel.
Praise you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, we've made it to our first stop on this journey that we're on together, this pilgrimage that we're on together, to walk in the footsteps where Jesus walked, to explore and study what we come to know and understand as the fifth gospel. I don't know if you can hear it, but behind me you can hear the waves of the Sea of Galilee coming up against the seawall. Just very calmly tonight, rubbing up against the wall, the waves crashing in, but giving us also an opportunity to appreciate the setting where we are located. It's unusual for us not to be in a church. Most of us are very accustomed to be able to celebrate Mass in church. But this is the place in this area where Jesus chose to do so much of his public ministry, where he actually did multiply the loaves and the fishes, where he fed the people, where he strengthened them for the journey. As I indicated at the beginning of the Mass, I opted to do a votive Mass for the family tonight, in light of the fact that we're celebrating the World Meeting of Families back in Philadelphia this week, but also so that we have an opportunity to pray for our families while we are here touring or being on pilgrimage in the Holy Land. Certainly there are many intentions that we bring with us, but first and foremost, as we heard in that opening collect for the Mass this evening, we look to the example of the Holy Family, the family that Jesus was part of as growing up, but the family that ultimately he encompasses in welcoming us as being members of the body of Christ, that family that he calls us to be part of in the way in which we live our lives, the way in which we evangelize, the way in which we give witness to the gospel in our daily lives. Certainly there are a lot of things going on in the world today that our families are under attack. Our families are being challenged by our secular society. And we need to be able to continue to focus on the importance of family life. I don't know if you saw it, but Bishop Barron gave one of the keynote speeches at the World Meeting of Families on, I guess it was Tuesday night before we left on pilgrimage yesterday. And he said, he repeated the very commonly known and accepted knowledge that as the family goes, so goes our faith, so goes society. And the more we need to focus on who we are as family, as members of the body of Christ, that is what will help to renew our faith. That is what will help to renew our society as well. And so today, as we are here in the very places where Jesus walked with his apostles, calling his apostles to follow him, to be those bearers of good news, to be those men and certainly the women who also followed him to preach the good news, we continue to ask for his intercession, his wisdom, his guidance, his graces, in helping us to build up our families and helping us to treasure and really promote who we are as members of the body of Christ, as we all strive together to do God's will and to continue to be those apostles in the world today. Amen?
Amen.